Hello world and welcome to Elevated Intuition. Today we are doing a pick a card reading on their thoughts and feelings about you and how your person might be thinking and feeling about your current connection. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. You get to use your intuition to pick the pile number or object that resonates with you, and then I have the timestamps down below. You click that, you go to your reading, and I use my intuition to read the cards for you. We are setting the intention that you will receive the messages that you need to hear, and I am now going to place objects. So for group number 1, the object here, this is a little vial filled with garnet. And I'm going to place that there and hope it doesn't roll off my pretty large pile of cards. For group number 2, this is a vial of Labradorite, and just showing you what that looks like in the light. Okay, Labradorite, it's gonna have to stand up straight. And then for group number 3, we have this little vial of Aventurine. I am going to take a moment to do a breathing exercise. You are welcome to do it with me, where I'm just gonna close my eyes, get present in this moment, take a deep breath in and release. Set the intention that the messages you are meant to hear, you will hear. Take another deep breath in and release. And now open your eyes, and wherever your eyes are drawn, that is the group for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hello, group 1. If you picked the garnet, you are in the right place. Let's talk about your person, their thoughts and feelings, how they're feeling, how they are feeling your connection with them. So these 2 cards are about your connection. She who whispers, Consatia, secrets, confessions, confidant. So, if you're asking this question, I almost feel like they haven't really expressed how they feel about you. They're keeping things really close to the vest. You might be in a situation where they haven't invited you to meet their friends or their family, or you're kind of feeling like a secret. There might be some sort of secrets around this, and you're wondering why. Obviously, because we're here, right? But then we have the 4th chakra, and this is the energy of the heart chakra. It supports our inner guidance system, which is governed by our heart and our capacity to love deeply. So this can be also in friendships as well, but our heart chakra, that is over our heart. So that is a good omen here. So why is there some secrets? I'm just gonna pull one of these for you and one of them for them, but I'm gonna, them, you. Okay, so one of these for them, their person. Can we get an oracle, animal oracle for them? We've got the koi fish. There is always enough. One of these for us, our group number 1. One of these for group number 1 in this relationship. and we've got take the lead. So I feel like this is guidance for you. I don't know, there seems to maybe some confidence issues surrounding them. Koi fish, you know, it just, what really strikes me about the koi fish is, yes, there is always enough here. It is a card of luck. We've got green, so we've got luck involved here, but I also feel like koi fish are a little bit, you know, they just floating here. There's no actual like guidance, there's no actual endpoint, there's no actual goals. Koi, that word keeps coming up here. Just like there seems to be a little bit of shyness on the part of your person, and you seem like you're very bold. You seem like you're just, you know, you like even the stag here with the antlers, wearing your emotions, letting them be seen, and the koi fish is kind of hiding behind, wow, I just was shuffling here. I'm not ready to pull yet, and like this deck is ready to talk. Okay, so the koi fish is just hidden in emotions, and I kind of feel like they feel like they might have a lot to lose in this situation. You know, if you are a secret, either they've been hurt in the past or they're not quite fully over their current relationship. Oh, let's see what we have. Let's pull 2 more cards here for our person. What can you tell us about the person? We've got sunflower, and we get looking glass. What can you tell us about group 1? We get crystal, and we get, what can you tell us about group 1? And we get the crown chakra. So you're, yeah, you're very, they're over here being very emotional. You're over here being very logical. So the energy doesn't seem like it's completely on the same page. That might be like they're wondering if they're really feeling what you're putting out here. It kind of, you know, I don't know if they really feel like you're totally into this relationship, and you know, just a little bit of miscommunications in the way that they like to communicate and the way that you like to communicate, or in the what is that called, love language, in the love language, that, you know, they're kind of like not, even though you're like, yeah, I'm showing them, but have you shown them from your heart? You're just very like on paper logical about this, and have you expressed to them with your heart how it is? And you might be holding back in that way because they're holding back. When we've got looking glass over here, I just feel like they're very introspective right now. They're very in themselves. And I feel like you want them to open up more, and they're really not ready to. The sunflower is just, you know, they appear very attractive to you, and it probably is a little bit of mixed signals, right? Because the sunflower is like confidence, it's like expression, it's like open, it's like out there. But then the looking glass is like, yeah, but they're kind of doing this for themselves. They're very much in their own self, in their own emotion, in what is going on with them. And even though we've got this like love for you that I feel like you are picking up, you're very picking it up, and you're like logically like wondering what in the heck is going on here. And the crystal comes in. A crystal, this card represents protection and cleansing and time for purity. So there's a lot of mixed signals going on, and we're telling, you know, Spirit is saying right now that, you know, you need to, they're in introspection right now. You might need to protect yourself as well. It's not timing wise. It seems like, yes, they look really attractive, they look really open, but they're not ready to fully open up here. They also, like the looking glass, you might be seeing what you want to see rather than what is really underneath the surface here. That they're showing you a mirror of yourself, which is why we've got this frustration over here. And then also the crystal is kind of like, we need to cleanse any negative energy around you, which I feel like mixed signals can be really negative energy. Let's talk about this crown chakra. This is because you're very spiritually connected. Like you see the heart chakra here and you're like, yeah, this is exactly what I want. Because spiritually you're connected with your crown chakra and your heart chakra, and you understand that we've got you feel like there's a connection, and yet you're wondering like what the heck is going on, because they're very just into themselves, honestly. And a lot of these two cards are talking about you really focusing on you too, that it really isn't such a bad idea right now. Sometimes in relationships we feel like we need to push things, we feel like we need to we need that commitment, we need that ring, we need we need them to say those things, those words. And I feel like the more you push, the more you are taking the lead. You are very confident over here. But I feel like it's kind of scaring them away, that it's not working in the way that you think it should. They have the 7th house. Let's see. Let's get one for you. And we have North Node. Destiny and challenges. So we've got some challenges. This might be more of a karmic relationship here, where it's like really revealing things about yourself rather than how you are in a relationship or with other people. However, the 7th house, this is the house of partnerships. Here is where you can see the personal relationships that involve commitment or cooperation of some sort, marriage, spiritual union, agreements, and societies and business partnerships. I relate. So they are presenting themselves as like this, like you really do see in them that great partner that you're longing for. And destiny and challenges, like there are challenges coming through with that. Let's see, what else can we get here? What else can you tell us about this connection? I feel like communication is key. Death, rebirth, very strong card. I feel like something is going to change. Are you having a war of words and it's making you feel unstable in this connection? Let's pull one more over here for I feel like there's some sort of exhaustion going on too. Like, even though there's all these great, I just feel like you're pushing too hard. You want something stable and that's not really coming, and there's some balance that your person needs. And I love this shift from the 5 of Swords to this 5 of Wands. There is a lot of challenge over here on your side. We have the 5 of Swords, we've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got the 5 of Wands. Even though you see all of this great potential, we've got that heart chakra, we've got the 7th house, we've got this could be our match, this could be our potential here. But they are very... the mixed signals, this mixed communication, you know, that's definitely in this Five of Swords. I feel like you need to open up and hear to understand what they are, who they are, and what they're going through. I really feel like they're open. We've got the Two of Pentacles, they're open. They want to, and maybe they have been single for a long time. I feel like you need to let them know. If you feel like you are a secret in their life, you need to let them know that you want to be more than that. I love this particular Five of Wands cards because while the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands kind of have similar energies, where we have a conflict, right? We have a conflict right here between people, which leads us wondering what's going on. It kind of feels like that's what's going, you know, we're like, what the heck is going on here? We've got all of these great things, but it's just not working out. It's because you're not working together. Where the Five of Wands is still kind of that same energy, the fives are challenges. We still have these challenges going on here between the connection, which is not necessarily a bad thing. When we have a relationship, it's how we work together in those challenges. But it's making you feel like you're not very stable. And that's okay. When we meet challenges, that's where we're learning things. It gets us out of our comfort zone. I think this person pulls you out of your comfort zone a little bit. I feel like they are you know, because all of these cards are really like great cards. I just think that there's a misinterpretation in what's going on. And I think that it's all going to be about communication. You don't have to, like, when you discuss things, actually listen to what they're saying. Don't try to win an argument. It's not about winning an argument. You guys are on the same team. And I feel like it's shifting that. I feel like there's going to be a shift in your relationship by doing that. When we've got the death in, death isn't in reverse. Death is a rebirth. But I feel like, yes, there's going to be a shift. Like if we had death upright, it would be like, you know, everything is over. I just feel like it's going to transform, especially how the cards are laid out here. When we've got the Two of Pentacles, which is about balance. It's balancing their needs and your needs. I feel like you have been, and it's probably because they haven't expressed their needs. Like you've been very focused on what you need. I feel like in this relationship, you're the one who is the person who lets them know, who puts it out there. You're the one who is, maybe confident enough in yourself. I'm having like a different interpretation of the crystal now with all of these cards, because I feel like that negative and the negative energy is not like you against them at all. It's the two of you against maybe your expectations, because I feel like your expectations are such, like, you know, as kids, some of us, we have this idea of who we're going to marry and what we're going to do, and like this whole life path. And I feel like they have a different kind of like expectation of that life path than you do. I feel like they're here to challenge you on that life path, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that that is good for your development. And I think that you're watching this thinking you're confident and you're a catch. Like, you know what you're doing. Like, why is this person not expressing their undying love to you? Like, what is going on? And I feel like it's more about the way it's just all about the communication here, all about the way that you speak and the way that they speak, and the way that you perceive things and the way that they perceive things. And the huge shift is changing this Five of Swords energy, where your communication isn't a conflict, or what's going on right now isn't a conflict, it's a challenge. And you're helping each other. You're not fighting against each other. You're pushing it to help each other. And I feel like the Four of Pentacles is that you are out of your comfort zone. in this relationship. And that's not a bad thing. I feel like that could be very, very good for you. I feel like that's very good for your growth. I feel like that's very good for your moving, for your growth as a person, for your growth in this relationship. I feel like it can grow, I feel like you will really grow together here. I feel like there's enough good things going on that it's just about really talking to them and finding out, finding that common ground, finding where you are, those challenges where you're working together. Okay, well, I'm just going to pull 2 out of here. This is one of those decks that's a little bit more challenging to pull something, so we're just going to do this. Look inside yourself, look at that, and transformation. Look inside yourself and examine what is causing you to feel this way. I feel like they're very introspective. The look inside yourself comes in front of them. Like they are very, you kind of need to pry some information out of them, but you have to be open. You have to be open to letting them express themselves as well. Because I feel like it's not necessarily that they don't, maybe they don't trust you yet, quite fully yet with everything. And it's because they have expressed themselves and they have gotten this kind of like, well, why would you feel that way? Rather than you just allowing and letting them open up to you. And then we have transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. We have death. We've got this transformation. We've got these 2 5 cards, which is like the same, very similar energy, but it's very different in the way that you react to it and the way that you transform it together. We've got North Node, Destiny, and Challenges. So there is a lot of transformation here. Even the Looking Glass here on this side, they are very, I would say that in the relationship, they would probably be the introvert and you're the extrovert. But you can't run them over. And because that makes them shut down. You have to allow, you have to open up, you have to, I feel like they're willing to balance things out with you. I feel like they're willing to meet you, to meet you halfway. And I don't want to say what's coming through, because I'm not saying that you're the problem, but what's coming through is you're the problem. You're not the problem. It's how you're interpreting the situation is the problem. So this is interesting too. I just wanted to tell you what garnet means. It is the stone of commitment. It purifies energy. It brings passion. It balances sex drive. It brings courage. And it can bring in past life recall. It aids in self-confidence. It aids in positive thinking. And it brings serenity. So I feel like it definitely fits this reading. I didn't want to say what the stones meant up front, because a lot of us will say, oh, that's what I want in a relationship reading. I want this stone that is about commitment. But that is about commitment. I just feel like there is just a little bit of I feel like there could be commitment here. It's just that they've got some things they need to work on, and maybe they haven't opened up to you completely about what that is, especially when we've got the secrets and confessions. I want you to be their confidant, but you need to prove yourself a worthy confidant. You need to be able to allow them to open up to you and allow them to speak their mind. And I feel like that is what is going to help shift this relationship into something where you're watching tarot readings about it, into something where you are in it and you are working together and moving forward. Oh, and I also wanted to say with the garnet, it's really interesting that that comes in with the destiny and challenges here, because I kind of feel like this might be somebody who, when you met them, you felt like you knew them forever, like it was an instant connection in that way, and that it could be possible with some sort of past life experience here with you. So if that resonates with you, I feel like that is an affirmation here that you have had a past life together, and it's time to like get it right this time. It's time to like you sought each other out for a reason. Let's use this this time so that you know, move forward and open up and create that relationship that like slipped through your fingers before. So that's what I have for you, group 1. I hope that you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, group 2. This is the little vial of Labradorite. I feel like I say that word so many different ways. And let's see what cards we have for us. So we've got these are the cards that I'm pulling that are kind of like about our relationship. They're going to be here in the middle. Then we're going to have cards for your person and cards for you over here. And mirroring each other so we can kind of see the tension between you, the conflict between you if there is any, which I'm assuming there might be, and what kind of advice we can glean from it. And then we've got She Who Hopes, love, hope, and relationships. So I'm just gonna pull this up closer to the camera so you get a better idea of what this card looks like, because we've got a bridge here. We've got a bridge between two different, you know, our person over here and you, and you're sitting on the bridge looking down at this frog, thinking that if you kiss enough frogs, you're going to find your prince. And she is sitting on this bridge, and she's got her crown. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants. And she's not afraid to look in unexpected places for that connection, for that love, for that person. And then we've got Soul. Also very interesting card here. This is the Sacred Geometry cards, and Soul is the energy of Soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or the divine. So that is, let's just get the other cards out and see what we can glean from that, like I said. For your person, just shuffling it out. Okay, well, for your person, Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. Interesting. Ooh, for you, we've got the Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. Very interesting that we've got birds. The Vulture, you know, it comes out and it seems like it's kind of a scary card, but what it is, and they are scavenger birds, where the crow is, you know, that higher realm that walks with spirit. In fact, I think there's something about, we don't even know, like there's this lore around the crow that they, like, where do they go? Where do they nest? We don't know where their nests are. They're very secretive. They're very intelligent. So that comes out for you. And it's interesting that we have got the Soul here, where we're hearing a lot about spirit. I feel like you're very advanced spiritually. That might be something where you need to work on with your person, or you need to accept them where they are right now. I feel like they're, you know, your spiritual development, your love, your light, that kind of thing. I feel like you're very open about it. Like you will see signs and you will point them out. And your person might be a little bit more low-key about that, if at all. I feel like underneath they might be a very spiritual person. It's just something that they're not like very as open about as you are. The vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. You know, they're a scavenger. There's somebody who will pick up things that other people have discarded and uplift it. That upcycling, that making things beautiful. So that's very interesting with them. It's also interesting that we've got a crown here too. So let's get some more cards, because I can see why, like, you've got your crown and you're not afraid to look at somebody look for things in different areas, not like the most obvious spaces. Two cards for their person. Two cards for their person. Ooh. Hidden Moon. One more card for their person. Okay. All right, give me two cards. We got the throat chakra. You're speaking your truth, and we've got the witch. Hold on just a sec. Okay, I said I was gonna hold on for a second so I could cover up the witch, because while you love to run and frolic free and be who you are, the witch, she's on here, she's nude, she's out there, she's showing all her beauty to everyone. But that's not always the best for YouTube, so I had to cover her up a little bit. And I feel like you don't like to be uncovered. I feel like you like to be who you are. You are who you are. You let it shine. You have this confidence. You speak your truth. Here we've got the throat chakra. And I almost feel like this is an opposites attract kind of thing. I almost feel like you need to work on your standards here. Yes, you can kiss frogs, and I also feel like because you are so confident and you are so connected, that you do see beauty in things when it's that others just don't see. But I feel like that can be difficult in relationships. And I think you're making things a little bit more difficult than they need to be, group 2, okay? Because we've got Hidden Moon and we've got Baphomet. So we've got, this is, in this deck, this isn't as bad as it seems, but we've got like a lot of red flags. I'm just gonna say it. Like, the deck itself does not show this card out to be that negative. Same with the vulture here. But look at our birds. They're going in opposite directions. And I feel like you are pushing to make something out of this frog. You are really trying to push this. Your person, we've got Hidden Moon. This card is about, gosh. I mean, the card itself is about loss of motivation. It is about, it's not being in a vibe. It is about like needing to find that motivation. But Hidden Moon, like, just take it at its face value. They're hiding something from you. We've got, yes, we need that balance between the dark light and the positive light. But there is a lot of darkness over here with this person, group 2. And I just feel like you need to, you know, you're so confident in yourself and you're so beautiful in yourself. And it's almost like a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing. Like, you see your beast, but your beast, you know, in that story, Gaston, it was his character that was ghastly. It was his character that was beastly. And what made the beast beautiful was his character. And I feel like you are hiding some red flags. I feel like the person on your person is very attractive to you. Like, there's this mysteriousness, there's this nature about it, there's this idea for you, that you can find a diamond in the rough. You can take somebody who all they want to do all day is play video games and smoke weed, and you can make them into a CEO. Well, they have to have that spark inside themselves first. And at the moment, I am not seeing that spark. And I want to say with the soul card, you know, when we're looking at this relationship, I really feel like you are the star of it, because you're the star. Because this person over here, and I almost feel like this person is several different people. It's you meeting somebody and getting excited about it, and I think there's something edgy and dark that you like about that, because you've got kind of this mysteriousness about yourself. You understand magic, you are magical yourself. I just feel like this person is maybe not the best fit for you. I feel like there are some very negative things that you don't have to put yourself through. I just keep seeing the red flag. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Oh, Saturn. And then we've got Scorpio. Yeah, you know, Scorpios, I love Scorpios. I think they're great. They're very deep. They have this but they are very like set in their ways. Like and they can be very, very dark. So we've got like this Scorpio energy here, and then we've got Saturn energy, boundaries, limitations, delays, and responsibilities. I feel like they are, you know, they're putting up walls between you for a reason, because, and sometimes we see that as like a challenge, the walls. And we feel like, oh, we can open up those walls. That's just a challenge. Like, he was hurt. Oh gosh, he was hurt before. All right, one more card. Oof. Okay. Justice. Okay, I feel like justice. I feel like it's coming in for the imagery, really, with this card. We've got the light and the dark. We've got the positive and the negative. We've got a lot of like balance things over here, balancing that light and that dark. And I feel like for some reason you think that this person balances you out in some way. That's not a bad thing to look for in a relationship. I just don't feel like they're giving to you what you are putting out. I feel like maybe they're just telling you what you want to hear, those sweet nothings. I feel like they could be very controlling, and I feel like when we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, that this is a you know, we think this too shall pass, you know, we get these ups and downs, but I feel like this is a very karmic relationship in the fact that it is supposed to teach you something rather than you're supposed to be in it. Ace of Pentacles as well. We've had that in reverse. There might be things where financially they're asking for things from you. And again, I feel like you're somebody who likes to think that you can spot potential, and you know, you feel like there's a depth here, which there is, but it's a very kind of selfish depth. I'm almost getting like narcissistic vibes. I feel like they, you know, the Two of Swords here, like you've had a blindfold on. It just keeps thinking or hearing, like, look for the red flags. Let's see what else. Passion, a lot of passion for sure. A magnet and seductive quality surrounds you at present. I mean, there's not a problem with enjoying that passion. Just understand that, like, this connection, like the Devil, that is not the best partner. And then, okay, friendships. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. I must feel like this card is not necessarily about your person over here, but about your friends might be telling you something about your person that they're seeing, that they're not blinded by this passion, that they're not blind, and this has this person like pulled you away from your friends. That's a red flag. So I'm sorry, group 2. It's just like what the cards are coming up with here. So I just want to talk about Labradorite for a second, because this is a stone of transformation. It brings strength and perseverance through change, and it protects your aura. It protects the aura. So I feel like if you were intuitively called to pick this card, that it is about protection and protecting yourself. There's nothing wrong with having a good time, but you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your heart. This grounds you spiritually. This strengthens your intuition and dispels insecurities. This stimulates your imagination, and it aids in uncovering unconscious beliefs. An unconscious belief that you might have here is, sometimes when we glean onto a relationship that's a karmic relationship, we know it's not good for us. You need to listen to your intuition here. You need to listen to your friends here. You need to listen to that gut feeling. I feel like this person could very much be telling you things that like gaslight things, where it makes you not trust yourself. And that is not where you should be. That's not where you need to be. You need to speak your truth. You need to embrace your confidence and your beauty and your connection with the universe, and see this relationship for what it is bringing in for you, what it is teaching you, and go from there. Because right now, like this Ace of Pentacles, this is a really interesting Ace of Pentacles. We have it in reverse, and we've got things growing like basically the wrong way. It's growing in the wrong way. And you know what? Pentacles is not necessarily what I'm looking for when we're talking about relationships, when we're talking about those connections between people. Pentacles is something about, your career, your finances, but we have to have that balance in our life. We have to, a true partner is there for us in sickness and in health, in wealth and how did that go? For rich or for poor. And this relationship, I feel like this imagery of things growing the wrong way, they need to nurture you both, physically, emotionally, and financially. And I feel like this is draining you financially, and we don't want that. So bottom line, group 2, we need to pay attention to the red flags. So that's what I have for you. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I hope this helped, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading for their thoughts and feelings. How are they thinking about you in this connection right now? This is Aventurine, so if you picked that, you are in the right place. I'm just going to move that out of the way. These first 2 cards is about the connection itself. So this can kind of help you guide to see if you're in the right place. We have She Who Regrets. Interesting. Colette, Battle, Victory, Bitterness. So we will get more into this card as we get more cards out, because this can go a couple different ways. Either, something from the past is haunting this, or, we're having some battles right now. And then we have kindness. The energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves, and to find the root of our love through our connection to source. So very interesting because those two cards almost seem like kindness kind of seems like a reminder that when we have conflict, which we're going to have conflict with we have conflict within ourselves. We're not going to completely understand somebody else, but just because we don't understand them doesn't make them wrong and you right. And I feel like we could regret some of the things that we say to each other sometimes. So this is going to be your person over here. You are over here. And I'm going to pull one of these cards for each of you. This is for your person. And we get Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. When you see the kindness, I hope that you are seeing kindness from your person as well. The Turkey Spirit would suggest that you are. And it seems like they're a very giving person. And for you, we get, Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. Very interesting. So I feel like maybe this Equolate, you could be described as maybe blunt, ambitious, kind of out there, and your person seems like they're very understanding, and maybe the kindness is a reminder to you. Very nice kitten. And we have kitten and dragon. So interesting there for your person. And then for you, we've got the root chakra. It's probably a reminder here for you to stay grounded. And then we've got this Fae. Look at all the wings that we have over here for you. I wonder, you could be an air sign, just somebody who is very, or have that very kind of like cerebral thing, that very I almost feel like there's cutting with words here, that the way that you say things, and maybe that it's not the way that you mean it, and it doesn't quite come out for your person, that they have maybe this hard outer shell of that dragon, but underneath they're really kind of a kitten, and they're very, it's interesting, all of the animals that we have here. I just get this really, a warm and fuzzy feeling from a turkey. The turkey comes up from, that Thanksgiving spirit. I feel like your person is somebody who likes to be connected to others and connected to family. That might be a little bit much for you, and that might be why we have a little bit of a disconnect and why we have this kind of battle and victory. Remember that in a relationship, it's not about winning. Sometimes you win the battle, but you lose the war because of the words that we choose. And a lot of times we have to change our frame of mind and the way that we connect and communicate with each other, because we don't want, and it is about perspective. You are right, but you don't have to prove yourself right at the expense of your person. Fae, this represents curiosity and chaos. It's very adventurous. You like to see new things and seek new things. And I feel like your person might be very grounding for you. I feel like you like to seek excitement. And in the relationship, you might be pushing them out of their comfort zone, which is a great thing, really. You've got this inner chaos and really a lot of wild energy over here on the right. It's interesting though with the root chakra, because I feel like though that is more about you in this relationship, that is what you're seeking and needing, and that your person is grounding for you. We kind of have a battle. Not really a battle, but I'll say a battle because we've got the battle here in between you with the dragon and the Fae. So the dragon card represents determination and will. So your person, they're probably it seems like there's earth energy and air energy, really. Your person is somebody who just wants something and goes for it and just keeps going and going and going and taking those small steps towards it. Whatever they have in their sights, they go for it. If they fail, they try again. Not giving up and hanging in there. And I kind of feel like if anybody is going to walk away from the connection, it would be you more than them. Because I feel, and you know, it's interesting if you're asking questions about this connection, it might just be like they're so secure in it, they don't feel like they need to explain it or talk about it or tell you about it. And you're like, well, what are they really thinking? What's really going through their mind? Okay, so we've got over here, we've got Waning Crescent. And these are, I love these cards. They're so beautiful, but they're so kind of hard to see and hard to read here on camera. Because when I see them, you can't see them. So Waning Crescent, surrender, restore, reflection, intuition, and stillness. So I feel like, you know, we've got all this adventure over here, and your person is just kind of like, you might have to push them to do things, you know, they're set in their ways, they're set in their goals, they're set in what they want, and you're pushing them, and your reinforcement and concentration here in stellium. So stellium is a group of several planets in a single sign of the zodiac or house. So it's a cluster of planets that lead us to emphasize a particular sign or house, which the way I'm reading it over here is that you have a very intense like energy. You know, the Fae is very intense. The Wasp spirit is very intense. And, you know, it takes a lot for somebody to kind of overcome that. Well, when there is a challenge, when we see a stellium, when we have all those planets in one spot, it's going to take like more of an effort, a concentrated effort, to adapt to this circumstance. So I kind of feel like, you know, this person over here, even though they're a kitten, even though they're very generous, even though they're very you know, focused, and they're very you know, steady, that can reveal, I feel like it reveals maybe some ideas for you in some inadequacies. I'm not saying that you're inadequate at all. I'm just saying that they reveal some inadequacies on your part, or just how you view yourself, how you see yourself. I feel like that is why this relationship is challenging. I don't feel like your person is trying to be challenging at all. I just feel like that your conversations and your interactions between each other pulls that up. In fact, I feel like your person here is the Knight of Cups. Now, let's get some more cards out, because the Knight of Cups can be a Casanova, kind of a love them and leave them. Your person wants you to release negative energy. The person wants you to release these negative thoughts that we have. And one more card. I think there's a lot of romance that can be had if you open up and allow. Look at this, the Two of Cups. Okay, perfect. Just on its own, like the Knight of Cups, like it feels really good, but it can be kind of a love them and leave them energy. But when we have the Two of Cups, I feel like your person wants you to thrive and wants you to thrive with them. I don't think they want to change you, other than helping release some toxic negative beliefs, some toxic thoughts, which is great. Like, that is amazing that they want to come in and step in here for you, and they don't want you to have any type of anxiety about your relationship at all. They don't want you to feel like something is going on. You know, the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords, I love that these cards are here, but in reverse. Look at how they look upright. They're not they're not great. This is anxiety. This is stress. This is I kind of feel like there might be some things that have happened in your past relationships that you have brought in that your person isn't responsible for at all. And I feel like they are steadily helping you change your mind maybe about relationships. Maybe you had a really bad breakup before. Maybe you had somebody who cheated on you, who wasn't there for you. I feel like your person really wants to be there for you and is helping you change your mind about those negative thoughts, those negative thought patterns, those negative things that have happened in the past. I feel like you do question them about things just because, not necessarily what they have done, because over here they have shown nothing in how they are as to a reason for you to question them. But I feel like you do question them just based solely off of what has happened in the past. And I feel like what really, it just needs to open up here, because that can get old. So if they have walked away because of that, I feel like you need to come in with some strong romance. You need to come in with some strong love here. We've got 3 Cups cards. So we have a lot of, I was telling you there was a lot of air energy over here, and it seems like it's coming through in really negative self-talk on your part and negative self-worth. And I don't see anything where your person is causing that. It seems like it's more from past relationships, something that has happened in the past. And I feel like you need to appreciate, you need to take a step back, and you can even write out like pros and cons on a pros and con, of like a past person who has hurt you versus your person now. It's interesting how that helps you to release some of this negativity and to help you focus and see what you maybe put this person through that you didn't need to put them through. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to flow in its guidance. And these are heart cards. The King of Cups, not the King, the Knight of Cups, sorry. This is romance, this is love, this is, and sometimes I feel like, okay, so I said that the Knight of Cups can be a Casanova. In this case, your person wants to, show you those loves, and sometimes you see that as a negative, perhaps, because you've had somebody make those promises before and walk away. And I don't think this person wants to walk away at all. In fact, the Eight of Cups is a walk away card, but we have it in reverse. Like all of these negative cards we have in reverse here. I think they are, they're steady. They're here. They want to be your teddy bear. They want to open up. They want you, they want their arms to be the place where you find refuge. They want you to be on the same level as them. They see you as on the same level as them. And I feel like there's a certain amount here that you see yourself as damaged. And then we have Sacred Union. Honor and treasure your relationships, for they are truly sacred. And I feel like you need to appreciate the people in your life and not punish them for what has happened in the past. And let's see, I want to tell you what Aventurine means. I didn't want to, they've actually all kind of like worked into the reading, but I didn't want to tell people what they were up front. This is the Stone of Prosperity and Opportunity. It brings guidance to the right choice. Okay. It brings career success. It brings luck. It promotes compassion and empathy, and it provides a sense of well-being, bringing inner harmony and releasing heartache, and it provides strength. And I feel like the heartache here that needs to be released is from the past. Because the cards that we pulled for your person, they just seem like very jovial and sweet and playful, and it feels like they want the best for you, group 3. And it's interesting that the wasp came out on your side. I don't feel like, what does that say? Sometimes life stings. Yeah, but it doesn't have to sting forever. And it continues to sting when we don't release that toxicity, when we don't release that negativity of the past, when we keep living in the past. And I feel like your person is here to help you move from your past. I feel like you can give forgiveness to somebody who has harmed you in your past, and they don't have to deserve the forgiveness. It's not about that. It's about you deserving it, and it's about your person deserving not to be punished for what has happened in the past. And I feel like the root chakra kind of comes in here to help remind you to ground yourself, to be in this moment. We're not living in the past, we're living in the now. And if you want your future to be something, you need to release the past so that you're not taking it with you in your future. Because you're basically, if you keep living through this upset and anxiety, and trust me, I get it. Sometimes, like, you've been through a lot and it's hard to let go. But letting go makes it so that your future isn't the same, that you're not reliving the same thing. And it is time to move forward with this beautiful Two of Cups energy. Two of Cups is the best relationship card in the deck. So I feel like you deserve that. I feel like your person wants to give you their hand. They want to heal you. They want romance from you. They want love from you. They want the sacred union. They want to manifest these miracles. They want your dreams to come true. They want your dreams and their dreams to be the same. And they understand that it might be difficult because we've got, that wasp spirit. We also have this selenium over here. They understand that might be difficult for you, but that's okay. We're learning lessons here with this Ecolate, and remember to just be kind, not only to your person, but to be kind to yourself. So that's what I have for you, group 3. I hope that you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next reading.